It is not a chicken fight, but a fight over chickens. If you drive in Dodge County, you may see the sign.
And it reads, "Coming soon, bird flu." It's safe to say there are some opposed to the plan to build a poultry processing plant in the Fremont area.
But today, those in favor of the project unveiled an image of their own, this mock-up of a design. And they brought along some supporters. WOWT 6 News' Don Grenice went to Hooper to hear what both sides had to say.
Apparently there was some concern about the confidentiality or the secrecy of this project.
As Costco Wholesale execs come to town welcomed by the Greater Fremont Development Council, they're not welcomed by all.
Our concerns are they have not been honest from day one. They have kept this hidden. They refuse to talk about it. They will not meet us in town halls.
It seemed the point of Sunday's event was to put suspicions to rest.
One of the reasons is to come here and answer any questions that people might have that we might be able to answer for them, to allay the fears that they might have that this plant's going to cause problems for the community.
But the meeting was an invite-only event on private property. When I asked if there'd be any public meetings for people to voice concerns to the Costco representatives while they're here, I was told no.
I'm just excited to have a world-class company consider Fremont and Nebraska to put a monumental processing plant in town.
At the event, there was excitement that over 1,000 new jobs and a new tax base with a corporate partner like Costco would create a future for local agriculture.
We have 4 kids, so it's exciting to, see a future for them in this business.
But opponents of the plant say their roads aren't built for hundreds of trucks in and out every day. Their schools aren't ready for a big influx of new students, and the housing just doesn't exist for future plant employees.
What a great problem we have to be able to try to find more houses and more people that come into our area.
And when people come from out of town with a suitcase and a briefcase, you have to take them with some suspicion.
And this is where that chicken would end up. It would end up at your local Costco Wholesale. Now, the actual company bringing the plant in locally, they would be Lincoln Premium Poultry, and they are associated with a group, Crider Foods, out of Georgia. John and Mallory.
All right, thank you. That's Don Grenice reporting live tonight.
The exact location for the plant has not been set. People from Costco hope that it will be built in a little over 2 years in eastern Nebraska.
Opponents of the plan will continue to attend Dodge County board meetings to voice their concerns.